swear
to uphold the Constitution of the United States,
to uphold the Constitution of the United
to
States,
uphold the Constitution of the State of New York,
to uphold the Constitution of the State of New York,
to uphold the Charter of the City of Mount Vernon,
to uphold the Charter of the City of Mount Vernon,
and to execute my duties
and to execute my duties
to the very best of my ability
to the very best of my ability
as City Councilman
as City Councilman
of the City of Mount Vernon.
of the City of Mount Vernon. So help me God. Thank
Thank
you. Today, my family and my parents also, who I thought made the very best decision to move us right from the Bronx to the City of Mount Vernon. I want to thank the community. I also want to thank my Democratic family, Reggie Lafayette, David Ford, Ray Khan, for providing good leadership for the city. You know, we're mostly Democrats, but you know, we think about all residents, rich, poor, and anywhere in between. I'd like to thank my community groups. I'd like to thank my church, Reverend Chin and the First United Methodist family, where I go to church on a regular basis. You know I go to many churches as well, and we have great churches in Mount Vernon, so I'd like to thank them as well. My nonprofit organizations that I work with, the NAACP, Mary Little is here, the All Islands Association, which is a Caribbean club that also provides scholarships for Mount Vernonites, the Mount Vernon Daycare Center, which is the oldest daycare center in Mount Vernon, and the list goes on and on. There's also a lot of groups that we work with at our church that also support the community, like the Junior Knights, Larry Fair's group, the Future Society, the Peacekeepers, Junior Knights Basketball, on all of those groups. I'd like to thank the politicians who often get a very bad rap, but what we do is we really try to look out for as many people as possible in the city. So standing up to criticism is not easy at all. Running for office is not easy. It's very stressful before and after you win the election. It's also stressful when you don't win the election. And I've been there too. So we have about 7,000 people that we take care of, that we make decisions for. And those decisions are hard. People are struggling out here, and we're confronted with very hard things to make a decision for them. And no matter what decision we make, it's not locked. Whether it's the best decision for the city, it still is wrong for a number of too many people. So we really have to keep working as hard as we can in the move to decide to do the right thing for the city. I'd like to thank the council people that came before me that decided to leave the council. We have Lyndon Williams that's here that moved on to a different position where I'm glad he did that so I could be appointed 6 years ago. And I also want to thank Karen Watts, who is not here today, but I'm very glad that we had discussions before this election season came. And Karen and I had somewhat of a understanding of how things were going to roll. And I waited patiently until she made her decision to not run, to make my decision to run. It's not in my best interest to try to take somebody out of their job when I feel they're doing the right thing. It's just better for me to just wait until I have that opportunity. So this is our city, and it's a great city. We want to keep it that way. We want to make sure that we work together and make it right. Sometimes we, have a lot of negative things to say. Not only people from outside, but right here in Mount Vernon, we have negative things to say about ourselves. And we really shouldn't, because when I look around this room, and when I look around the city of the people who are even struggling, these people really need our help. So together, if we form that bond that we know we have, Mount Vernon will continue to be the great place that it is. So I'm here again, back up on the city council, helping, doing the best that I can. I'm going to bring every piece of experience that I have to make the city better. I'm going to do whatever I think is best for the city with your help. So we have a number of people that, you don't only have one person here. Behind me, I have a number of people that I call on to make the decisions that they need to make, whether it be one of the pastors that are in the room, or the group that I call the League of Former Councilmen, or council people. People like Lyndon, we call, Gary Pretlos, my brother Steve Horton, Bill Randolph I even call from a distance to get information about this city so we don't mess up what's so great about this city. So that's really what I'm looking to do. And you can always call on me if you have any questions. If you think I made a bad decision, call on me so that I can explain to you why I made that decision. And then hopefully you'll see that that decision was the best for the city, even if it wasn't immediately what you thought was the best for the city. So again, I thank you. I thank the honorees and the other people that are now on the council. And we hope that this year is a better year than all the years prior. God bless you. God bless Vernon.